Hold on, wait. I'm gonna call you back.
Incredibly, I do this competitively, uneditably. These in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be looking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a clear the ass, so listen close when I say this. After every no my every feel stainless. I can make a.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Breece Hall. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Chargers just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 64 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. There's a nice move, and he gets this up to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On second down, Eckler.
Man.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Let me go with a bullshit, man.
On the option right, Herbert evades the tackle and now some space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A
big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Escaping the pressure. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready, break. Blue strike.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play here for Washington. 52 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this court. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ultra. Go ultra.
Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Colin Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too good.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know the ball.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there. Running left, it's Hall. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them.
Should have used it outside. I had it outside.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And brought down, but now Ford was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll run with Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
I guess I've been playing
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Herbert.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Flush to his right.
That is caught by Johnson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, no feeders.
Throwing now is Lance. Being chased out left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
He's looking like shit.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Steps away to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Flushed out right. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option play. Here's Hall.
Another miss.
His feet. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Lance. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Good yardage that time for Washington. 57 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done.
Touchdown, Washington. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, LA! Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks?
They got his man, complete, touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the out route, he finds Johnston. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the option right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Now Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
One more rushing
as they'll
touchdown.
talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been very symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yellow. Strike.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I need one more rushing touchdown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one's caught in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do.
He's got it with the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run it with Hall off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
One more time with Hall. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
A 2-yard pickup.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. A Chargers, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're